Yeah. So, what we have done yesterday, so we have created the company and the respective company code, and the with the company code we have created the credit control area. We got some issue that I'll resolve today, and we have created the chart of account and assigned to the chart of account to the company code, and we have created the account groups, and that account groups we have assigned to the company code. And one more thing is we have created the tolerance retained earnings account. Those retained earnings account assignment also for the profit and loss account also we have done. And we have defined the tolerance group for GL account and employees. This till now we have done. And in this, if you have any doubts, just ask me now. And otherwise, we can move on. Okay. So I'll share my screen. See, yesterday we got an issue with define controlling area, credit control area. I'm just going to the define credit control area. I'm going to create. If you all can see screen, please let me know.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Wait 1 or 2 days for this network connection. We have already done the complaint, so it will be taking time to fix this. So I'm just going to create. So you have to save this. I'm going to save. This is our this is not ours. I just created this. Okay, this was saved now. So the same credit control area you have to assign. So for example, credit control area 2505. Just I'm create. Okay. Even 2511 also yesterday I have created this. So we have fixed this issue. And what I have to do now, I'm just going to the assignment now. The same credit control area you have to assign to the your company code. What's your company code? Do you people have any idea?
2511.
Good. Okay. 2511. I'm going to assign 2511 only because I have created both. For your reference, I just created now 2505. Just save it. It will ask you to save in this tier. Okay. The credit control area was now assigned and it is now working fine. So coming to this, so where we are in the yesterday's class, can you please respond? We have cleared,
Tolerance,
yeah, tolerance groups for employees we have done, and
tolerance group are customer and vendor.
yes, see, yeah, we have done for GL, correct, na? So we have done for GL, and we have done for employee also,
Employees.
correct? Right. OBA4 we have done. Okay, so OBA0 and OBA4, we have done both. So coming to this OBC4. So I heard few people are having some doubts. I got some comments even the personally and the chart and all. So the sequence. See, maybe in the different different institutions are different things. They used to do some sequence follow. So normally in the real time, you have to follow this sequence. You don't want to go and create define company, company code you are creating, define company you are creating, and you don't want to create the functional areas. You don't want to create the financial statement now. Whenever it is the time comes, I'll be showing that where it will be come that and where we have to create. If it is the right now, if I'm going to create, you might be confused then. So that doubt, keep it park in your mind. Whenever it will come, that will be resolved. So if this is the only doubt, it's not a technical doubt or a functional doubt. It's in a just in a presumption. If you are followed some other material, some other any Googling activity where it is showing some sequences. The sequences are not the same in each and every organization. Just I wanted to inform you. Okay. So coming to this, this is field status variant. Why we have to create the field status variant? Field status variant is used to define the field which are used for input like cost center, profit center, plant, etc. Which which are in a entry field. For example, when you are creating any profit center or cost center, which are the fields should be it should be displayed, which are the fields should be suppressed, which are the fields should be optional. This all will be populated through this one. For example, I can, and what are the hidden fields also. Field status variant is a tool which is provided by SAP to assign the same set of profits to more than one object. For example, I'm going to OBC4. OBC4. Mm, I only opened. Okay. I'm just going to create. If you are getting my voice is very low, you just ask me. Okay. Just I'm giving you an this is an a field status. I didn't create this one. This was already there. So I'm just going to select and display this. So this is the basically how to what are the field statuses are there. So I just wanted to create a new entries for us. Sorry. Okay. So first I wanted to create a new entry. So what I'm doing is we have bulk of all field status variant. What I'm taking is already we have model field status variant. I'm just copying this and I'm just changing into 2511. So if you want to create, you can create, but it is taking more time. I'm just copying it. Uh, Copying all. You can copy all. Okay. So just you just select and go to the field status group. So why we are going to use the field status group? So I'll correlate to the where it will come. For example, I'm going to show you the FB60 screen. This is your FB60 screen. If I'm going here, okay, you can see the all the screen how it looks like, right? So for example, if I'm going here, there will be a general data screen. In the general data screen, what is suppressed, what is required entry, what is optional entry. For the text, it is showing as an optional entry. But in the your general data screen, in the FB60, you have to enter some text. So text is nothing but on which context you are creating vendor invoice. So, and hedging is related to treasury. So, is it a suppressed or required entry? Some all this data will be taken care in the while your entry field. So for that we are going to create the field status group and as well as field status variants. So now we have already created the field status variant under this. These are the field status groups, and this will be useful for while you are creating your GL accounts and profit center and cost centers and respect to cost objects. For example, WBS element also, and even if you are creating plant related to the master data, all master data related things when you are creating, system will show all this like general data screen and whatever just I have shown you in this. And for the reconciliation account, what exactly you can use? For example, cost accounts, I can show you. For cost account, when you are creating in the GL, general data, what has to become? This was showing that. So if it is anything you are creating as a required entry, system will not allow you to if without entering that data. For example, if I go to the FS00, FS00 screen, if you wanted to keep for cost accounts any required entry, you have to enter that entry point of view. For example, sort key is mandatory. That is required entry. If you are not entering sort key, system will not allow to move on to next screen. So this is the functionality where you can create the field status. So this is clear. Okay. If it
Yes,
is
sir.
clear, we can move on. So I heard people are saying that I'm going fast. Is I'm going fast, you can ask me to park somewhere. I can definitely park it. So coming to
Lakshmi, I
this,
have one doubt.
yes, tell me.
What is WBS elements? Can you
Okay,
explain?
fine. So who's asking the doubt? First of all, I wanted to know who's asking the doubt. Can you please tell me your name? Okay, I'll tell you that. So WBS element is in a workbench structure. So normally in the real-time terminology, we can call it as an engagement code where you can put it is no record your timing, the work hours. For example, you are working 9 hours. Maybe in the WBS element, your billable time you will be recording there and you are submitting to the your manager. And in the SAP point of view, WBS also one of the cost objects where you can do the settlements related to the CBO level. In the controlling level, we can define some budget. We have a main budget and sub budget. We can utilize that budget for the costing purpose. For example, you are doing some business which is related to the product industry. So you are borrowing some or you are hiring daily labors, or it is in a monthly labors, or it is a permanent labors. You have to put it that how many hours they are spending and how much amount you are taking from your budget. So normally main thing is WBS is having a functionality of budget saving. Other cost objects like cost center and internal orders, cost element don't have the top functionality to put in a budget. So WBS is the where you can update your budget, and that budget from that budget you are taking the sum amount for the your labor content. For example, labor is working 8 hours a day. For them, for 8 hours, you might be updated in the controlling level for hour how much you are paying. It's an actual amount of that you are paying. For example, $2 you are giving per hour. So for eight hours, $16 you are paying. So that will be updated. Based upon that, you are paying to the your labor. So this is basically the function and how it works out in WBS. Same WBS element will be useful for when you are doing the settlements. For example, in SD, so you have paid this payment and you have to do the settlement. Otherwise, yeah, it will be open item in your system. So for the final settlement and settlement process, you can do this. Is I answer your question? Is any doubts?
No, Lakshmi.
Okay, fine. Hmm.
Lakshmi, this cost center,
Hmm. Cost center. Your
this
voice
cost
gone.
center, yeah.
Yeah, repeat the question because I didn't hear you. I heard only cost center. What is your question?
To explain this cost center, how we can use this.
Okay. See, we have differentiation in between the cost center and profit center. So, what is cost center? Cost center, where it will be generating your daily expenses. Mostly, when you are using your expenses GLs, when you are doing the postings, you utilize the cost center. So, cost center is nothing but where you are generating your expenses. For that purpose, you are using this cost center. And the profit center, where you are getting in a revenue and income purpose, you can use in a profit center. But in the other way around, profit center and cost centers are a dependency objects. You remember that when you are doing the posting, logically you have to think while you are posting, sometime cost center and profit center both will come in a one transaction. That once it is comes the transactional posting, I'll show you, I'll resolve your doubt. But where cost center will be used, where expenses are, it is coming. That is because of cost center, where your expenses are moving here, and the profit center, where incomes and gains are coming. So you'll utilize the profit center. So the profit center will be generate your incomes that will be updated your income statement, and the cost center it will be where it is expenses are generating that will be going to the P&L account. So because your expenses and losses will be updated in the recorded in the P&L account. So finally, you'll get a net profit or net loss. You got it, my point?
Yeah.
Okay, so where we are? So we have created field status variant. Now we are going to assign field status variant to company code. So OBC4. So please remember the transaction codes because in the real time you are going to use transaction codes. You can't go to the every time menu path. Please remember that. What's your company code? 2511. So what is your field status? 2511. So if you are assigning 2511 to 2511, so wherever you are creating related to that, so you might be update this. So next topic is we are going to maintain the field status variant. We have created the field status group and the variant, and this field status variant we are going to maintain for posting periods. For example, you have an physical year. For the physical year, you are going to assign the field status variant. So I'm going to show the SPRO now, SPRO. Oh my God, this was coming. Go on. Too much of loss of network. Give me 1 minute. I will change my network. Can you hear me now properly? Hello.
Yes, Lakshmi, I can hear.
Yeah. So,
Yes, Lakshmi.
yeah, because of the network glitch, I'm just connected with my hotspot. Um, okay, so now what we have to do? We have to create the physical year variant. Physical year variant. So I just wanted to explain what exactly the physical year variant. We have different types of physical year variants. You know the what is the physical year duration? It's a 12 months. So why we need to create the physical year? What is the reason behind here? So the physical year why we have to create, if you are doing the any daily basis transactions, it should be captured in particular period. So how this will be captured? I'll explain that. So normally the physical year variant, it will be consist of four quarter dimensions. I can say that it's a 3 months. We can call it as one quarter. We can call it as an SAP time dimension. You are defining some time dimension for 3 months. One quarter you are consist of. So 12 months is your physical year. Normally we have three types of physical year. One is a calendar year. One is physical year. One is time dependent physical year, or it is we can call it as a less than 1 year also. This one time dependent is okay. So the first physical year, calendar year is nothing but what it is, Jan to December. So you are defining here Jan to December. Your business timing is the period which you are posting all the entries and you are recording all your data will be in between January to December. The December finally you will be making some balance sheets and your P&L accounts and you are submitting to the your higher management. So this is basically your cash flows, financial statements, like your trial balances, everything will be go on December. December is your fiscal year ends. And coming to the physical year concept. The physical year is nothing but March, April to March concept. So you know that in India, we used to follow the March to April to March concept. So the physical year starts from April and March will be ending. And all the people will be raising their ITRs and their tax related any businesses they are doing. They used to file an ITRs to the government from this time only. What is the time? It is April to March, all this physical year time. Coming to the time dependent. Time dependent is nothing but your project maybe it is less than 12 months. For example, its project will be started from maybe in April. It might be end on September. So this is less than 12 months. In such cases, we are going to follow time dependent physical year. And that business is not going to follow other physical years. For example, I have started my own business on July and I just wanted to close up within 6 months. Maybe in the January or December, I wanted to close. So I don't want to do my financial recordings and financial works to the next year. In such cases, what I have to do, I'll close my books in the January. I don't want to continue this business in the next further physical years. For this purpose, it was introduced SEP time dependent physical year. So these are the basically physical years where you have to define yourself. See, if in an interview question they'll ask you what type of physical years are there? What is the reason behind that? Why we want to create? So you have to say that the physical year concepts and why we want to create, what is the duration in between the calendar year and the physical year and time dependent physical year. So now I'm going to show you the how to create physical year. Financial accounting in that global settings, ledgers, this physical year and posting periods. Here you can just click on maintain physical year variant. Here you can see the most of the physical year variant already created. You just so I'm just going to create for me. It is Already we have a predefined fiscal years also there. For example, K4. K4 is Jan to December. K5 is April to March. So what I'm going to do is, for me, the one which is range is not there. GG is there. So I'm going to create my physical year variant differently. Or I can utilize same physical year variant also. Same physical year variant you can take and you can utilize as well. So you can see the options here. For example, I can show you K4. I just explained you, right? See, the K4 is in a calendar year, Jan to December. And it was mentioned year dependent, how many months it was there. If you are tick mark this year dependent, this 12 months will not come. It is a less than that it will come. If it is a K5, they put it as a 12 months, April to March, they'll be following that. We don't have furtherly in a selection option. It automatically takes based upon your description and mentioning that. And the physical year, we have a 12 number of periods plus 4 physical year, four special periods. Maybe you'll have a doubt why 4 special periods. For example, I can say in the January month, you have done some transactions which is like auditing our bills, receivables, and payables. And the period was closed. January period was closed. And you wanted to do the same January period what you have done. Maybe you have delayed that it is not recorded in that particular month. In such cases, what you have to do, you'll be posting the same entries in the special period 1. See, for 4 periods, it will be consist of 4 quarters. I can say that first special period will be come into the January, and second special period will come. It will start from April, and third special period will start from July. Like this, you have divided into the 4 quarters. So, like this, you can divide into the 4 quarters of April to March and the Jan to December. But in the year dependent, we don't have that such concepts of special periods. Do you have any doubts in this concept? No. Can you hear me, first of all?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Do you have any doubt in this?
No.
Okay. So, how to define the physical year in SAP system? See, I have taken as an April to March. So, what is your first period here? April. Correct, na? Am I
Yes.
correct or not? Please respond.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So your April period will start from 0 or 1. It's a year period here. It will start. So your April will be started by fourth period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is the period days and the month also you are mentioning. So once it is 12 months is completed here, it will be start by -1 because your October, November, and December will come here. See, you'll be considering like this only. You have to tell to the system. And while you are creating, you have to say this April to March is your calendar year or physical year. If you have a business which is physical year week starts. See, some businesses will be run only weekdays. Such times you can utilize this physical week starts. So normally the business is nowadays running even Sunday and Saturday also. They'll be recording their financial transactions in Saturday and Sunday also based upon their own programs. So that we are not going to select all this. If it is an year dependent, you can select the year dependent and update the how many months you are going to continue this business. For that purpose, we are going to do this. Coming to the text. If any company which is following different countries, their expansion of business is there. For example, this is US based company code where I have created, but my businesses are there in the India, Argentina, Israel, different types of countries. Even in US, I have an expansion of my business in North America, which is Canada. In Canada, we have different provinces like Ontario, Saskatchewan, and different types of provinces. I wanted to expand my business. In such cases, we have to use their local language. That purpose, we can maintain here the local language when it is required. For example, for the language, I can maintain January, February, March, and the period and the what is the text you can maintain here. So as of now, we didn't maintain as per the standard. If it is when it is required for the business point of view, you can maintain the converted language. For example, you can take it as a France. So for France, I can going to be update even Argentina also. French I have to update. So like that in US we have only English. I don't want to update automatically system will take an English. So like that you have to define the language and the period and the text for this. Coming to the short and physical year. Sorry, my system was closed. Yeah, let me share my screen again. Okay, you can see my screen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have one doubt.
Yes. Yes.
What,
Tell
what
me.
if, for suppose it's an Indian company and they have business in Europe, so maybe Spain,
Mhm.
they want their financial accounts in Spanish. So how can you add, language in this area?
We have a language option where you can update. For example, now I have shown you the language, right? Then the same way, financial statement versions when you are creating. For example, I can show you. Okay. So maybe that function is not available. I just wanted to check for the
Okay.
authorization. But in the financial statement
Okay.
version, you have to select that language and you can maintain that.
Okay.
That option is there in a SAP. You can maintain the language. So coming to this shortened physical year, shortened physical year I already explained. Either shortened physical year or we can call it as an year dependent physical year. Year dependence means either in a 12 months and your business will not continue, or either less than 12 months. This is called a shortened physical year. See, guys, I'm not going to create now the physical year variant. I'm going to utilize the whatever it is available standard here. So what I'm going to do is uh, I'm going to put this tick mark or physical year variant. See, this is my physical year, but week. So I don't want to select this. Okay. So I'm going to use this K4 and K5. I can create this other one, but I just wanted to follow the same in the standard, because in going further in a real time also, you have to create K4 and K5. That is in a basically standard one where you wanted to create. That is a naming convention. Normally, in other business, what they will, the client will give in the G formulas. Like you can create G4 or G5, G1 like that for their purposes, their remember purpose. But for you people, it should be remember K4 and K5 is in a standard physical year variance. Okay. So assign the physical year variant for same thing. So I just wanted to go the assignment. Let's just physical year variant and posting period and assign company code to physical year variant. For example, what is our company code? 2511. So
2511.
yeah, 2511. So I'm going to use my physical year as an K5. So K5 is April to March. So I'm utilizing for April to March. I'm just going to assign this. So now what it will come? We have an 12 months of physical year plus four special periods will come. And you have created already physical year variant. Means you have created the physical year and respect to periods, how many days it will consist of. Correct, right? You should understand this concept precisely, otherwise you'll not understand this. Okay. So next, what is there? Posting period variant. So you have to create the posting period for the purpose of which period you are going to create and which are the accounts you are going to posting. Okay. So now this is the posting period. I'm going to define variant for posting period. So I just wanted to create 2511 is there or not. You just check it out. It is not there. So what I have to do, I'll go to the new entries. I'm going to create my variant 2511 and posting variant for 2511. Okay. I'm going to save this. Done. So the same thing what you are going to do, you are going to assign to the your company code. My dear friends, if I'm going fast, please let me know. So if you're not understanding, don't come up with the complaints again and again. Then I can go slowly. Okay. So now we have done, today we have done field status variant. We have created that assigned to the field status variant to the company code, and we have maintained the physical year variant and same assigned to the company code, and we have defined the posting period variant, and we have defined same to the company code. Okay, and I'm going to now create the open and close posting period. So how to create this one? This is the step. So what is your posting period variant? 2511. Here you can see that maybe you have a doubt. What is A? This is account type. What is account type? So do you have any idea what is account type? Can you please respond? No. Okay. Account type is nothing but a, for example, uh, in the system, what are the account types you'll be creating? Means it's an asset, GL, or either it is in all accounts. For example, you have a GL is there and assets is also there, liabilities also there. For all this purpose, you have to create the posting period variant. Why we need to create the posting period variant? For example, you are doing some projects which is already exist. They are doing as is already, they have exist as is project. They wanted to move the all their data for the period wise into the Ruby system. In such cases, you must and should update this variance with the period wise. If you are not updated this account types period wise, you'll get so much of dumps and the system will not allow to upload the data into the Ruby system. For that purpose, what we are going to do, we are going to create the posting period variant. So if anybody in this class, they are working as an end users, they might be knowing this, what exactly mean it. So while they are uploading any data from other system to this system, it will get an errors. For that purpose, we are going to create the account type. And account type, why it is required? For example, the particular period, if you are posting to the asset, that will be here triggering that and it will be posting to the asset level. And if you are posting something in a GL level, it will be triggering here and the system will check or index that which period is open here. Based upon that period, it will be taking in the your recording screen. Recording screen means it is in a transaction screen. For example, I'm going to post my FB60 for the period of July, and my July is not open here. In such case, what system will say your period is not open. So what we have to do, we have to come here and we have to update the period, or we can extend the period. So normally in the posting period level, every what it will happen now, every 2 months will be open. From period and to period will be open here, and you have to update. So now I'm going to create the new entries. Okay. I'm just giving the plus now. Plus is nothing but valid for all account groups, account types. Means you have to maintain all account types. I'm not going to give the particular account. If you are going to give particular account, it will be applicable only for that particular account. For example, the customer is having some requirement. I wanted all type of account types should be posted to only particular account from one to account. In such cases, what system will take? From and to account, what you have mentioned, that is only will taken care. The other than this from and to accounts, if you are trying to post, system will not allow. For that purpose, what we are going to do, we can put it as a 0 to GG like that, or we can keep it as a blank. If you are keeping as a blank, system will take automatically all the accounts. Okay, so you can see that from period and the year and the to period. So what is the from period is 2024. I'm giving from January now, and from to period is I'm going to give basically 12 months. So I'm opening first to for January to December. I'm just opening my period now, and what is your year you have to mention. So 2024. Okay, and coming to the if you want to maintain any from period to period related to the other things, I'm just going to maintain for my period 3. Period 3, I'm from period, sorry, this is 1. And I'm going to create 2024. It is typing place. And the 2 period is 12 I'm maintaining. Like this, if you want it for second period and third period and fourth period also, you can do. So currently what I'm going to do, I'm going to do for only the physical year January to December of 2024. In between the time, if you post any document, system will allow to post. So the same thing I'm going to create for other things as well. Assets. Assets also I'm going to create 2024. Well, sorry. Okay. This is for asset. And coming to this, customers. You have to create for all. This is a one-time activity where you wanted to do the configuration. But whenever the period closing comes, you have to come here and close the period of the particular month, and you can open the new period. Okay. Every time you have two periods open. I already told you. So first period and 12th period. For example, if you wanted to open July and August, you can put it as a 7 and 8 here. System will not allow if you are keeping only single period. This is basic functionality of SAP. There is no customization is also not allowed for this concept. S is GL accounts. It should be remember all these account types. So then it is easy to answer in the interview. And please remember the transaction codes while you are doing it. So if you wanted to remember, if you go to the menu path, you can find your system here and you can find the what is the transaction code currently you are using. You can find OB52 is posting period variant, posting period which you are going to create, where you have update your postings, posting period related things. Okay. So you can find your programs also like that way. So vendor and contract accounts. If any contract accounts you wanted to create in the system for the purpose of leasing of anything, buildings or either car leasing, for that purpose, we are going to use this. So we have created AD, ADK, and SV. See, A is indicates an asset, and D is indicates customer, K is vendor, and M is material, S for GL, V for contracts. So you just remember going further in the real time, you should be knowing that what is V, what is S, what is M, because all tables which starts with S, it will be GL related. All tables which starts with F, so it will be related to customer and vendor. So like that, all tables related to the A and the transactions will related to the A that will be started with A. So those are it is asset accounting. So D and K, so it will be ending with D. Some are ending with K. So MM, you can say that it is starting with M and ending with M. Those are MM related transaction codes. So you should remember, Anna, it's in a blindly how the transaction codes will be to recall. For example, I wanted to create some material. MM01 is your transaction code. So it's M, it will start with your material. Okay. You just remember that. The upper limit we have mentioned 0 to GG. My system is very slow. Please bear with me. You can able to hear me, right?
Yes.
I just wanted to go back and maintain. Wait. I just wanted to maintain for this from and to. Some I just maintain. I'm not entering any account type. Why it is not taking? Okay. Right. Present, I have maintained only the plus, which is blank. So this error tomorrow I can resolve this. So we can move on to the next step. We have already created one, which is updated, which is allowed for all account types. Okay. I'll look into this error, why it is coming. And coming to this, next what we are going to do, we have already created the posting periods and we can create the document types. See, do you people know that what is the document type? Why we are going to use the document type? I'll pick up some persons. What is document type? Nagajyoti, can you please tell me the what is the document type? You people are not willing to say answers to me. Okay. See, I'll show you that what is the document type. Here the document also will be there. Why we are going to use the document type. So document type will be indicates that which document you are posting. Is it a GL document? Is it in a vendor document? Is it in a vendor invoice or vendor posting? Or it will be defined your business transaction, how the documents should be managed and stored in the system. For example, we have some general entries you wanted to post. For that, you require a document type. So the document type will give you the indication of this you are posting to GL, this you are posting to the asset, this you are posting to the customer, this you are posting to the vendor. For that purpose, we have different types of document types. For example, I just taking as an example of SA. SA is nothing but general document where you are posting for general ledger. So, like that, even for the customer and vendor and different types of postings for the vendor posting and vendor invoice, separate vendor document, and as well as we have GRIR invoices for the integration with financial accounting and SD also. We have different types of account types. These account types we'll be discussing tomorrow class. So just be remember if you are just knowing that, just check in your side also in the system. So what is document type? Why we are going to use? So today what I have already given the lecture, that is an important thing where you have to logically think. Like I can say that physical year variant and field status variant and posting period variant and how to maintain the posting period also. You just have to remember that. And the whatever the error which is coming now, tomorrow I'll fix it. So how I have fixed it for define credit control area. So anybody is having doubts now? I'm going to close the screen sharing.
Yeah, Lakshmi, I have one doubt. I have one question here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Tell
when
me.
that open and closing posting period,
Mm-hmm.
any difference is there ECC to S4 or any changes is in happening here in this case?
See, the global settings point of view, you don't have any much changes. I can say that. See, the posting period variant, we don't have any changes. This global setting. OB52, you don't have any change. See, coming to the module point of view, you have a changes. For example, I can say that GL, the new GL came, which is classic GL has been obsoleted and new GL came. Coming to the asset accounting level, classic accounting is obsoleted and the new asset accounting came. Like that, credit management, new credit management came. And inside, you will be getting some functionality changes and screen changes also in the asset accounting and GL as well. So, but the global setting point of view, only the one change, which is business area. Earlier, it was there in ECC, but in S4HANA, that was obsoleted as for like in a business area point of view. So the business area, why we are going to use, you wanted to put in a report of your expansion of business. For example, you are running business which is in a different dimensions. I can say that marketing, sales, distribution, and finance. These are your dimensions where you are distributing your business in a such a way. That is called basically segment. We can call it as. Normally in the ECC, your reports will be pulling based upon your business area wise and the segment wise. Now the S4 HANA, you can do with your segment wise and the profit center wise also. It was obsoleted business area.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Let me, I have one doubt personally. See, I created a client G124. That is the correct client, but I wrongly created G195 instead of that.
What is
What
the
we
client?
can do, I can
Client means in your
see that
language.
client is SCPA something. That client name is SCPA. But instead of G124 is the client code, but I created wrongly G195. How can I change it in that
First of all, I
system?
wanted to understand what is the client. Here, how you are creating, which transaction you are going
Our
to create this. Sorry?
no, that is our customer.
Oh, you are saying that customer you have created, correct, na?
Yeah, correct.
And do you have anything posted with that against to the customer?
Um, yes, actually, when I personally I saw one entry in my account.
In
They posted
in
in
FBL 5,
wrongly.
in FBL 5,
No, I did.
against to your customer, any documents has been opened or posted?
Yes, correct. They posted in MER6 actually.
Okay, so you can't revoke back and you can't delete that customer, but you can see that you can do one thing. Against that customer, there will be masking
Uh,
customer also you can create. You can create one customer and all the data which is now posted into the old customer, just you have to make it the floating off from old customer to new customer. That process is different. I'll tell you. So you have to create the new customer respective to the old customer, and this one you can make it as an
okay,
posting, and utilization of posting you can put it as a block. There will be an option in the status level. You just put it as a block option. There will be a tick mark. Make it as a tick mark. After moving all the data from old to new customer. Then you can utilize the new customer and you have to inform to your users to use this new customer going further for the postings.
okay.
So,
Thank
but
you.
here, what you are going to do, I don't know which system, which version of the system you are using. If it is a ECC, you have to manually
No,
post the other
actually they
document
are
which is
using
there in the.
PR000.
No, I wanted to understand which version of the system you are using. Is it ACC or S4HANA?
No, that is S4 HANA only. Not is
Depends upon the versions also. Till 1909, you have to do the manual posting. What you have to do, no, you just have to take all the list of the open items and you have to post in the new customer and close this one with the balancing of that. So you just be informed that as a part of auditing, this was closed because of this. So you just mention that. Otherwise, there will be one more option. If you have any balances, you can reverse that balances and close it and balance that as a zero. And you can make it this one as a block and new account can be started.
okay. Okay,
So you
got
be
it.
informed. There will be two answers here. So you can close this one with the balancing of your books and don't use that one and create the new one. And going further, today onwards, if you are going to create today onwards, you can utilize the new one. And be informed that when the
Lakshmi,
financial
another
books
one
are
doubt. If I am blocked,
yes, tell me.
no, if I am blocking that old account, they already posted so many invoices. Means we can see if I am creating new account, we can see in that new account.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can transfer it to the old to new account. Otherwise, there will be an option you can balance the old one, which is 0, and you can create the new one and ask to your user to post in the new one. Got it, my point?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
So transferring one is the methodology, and another method is the old one which you have created wrongly. That one you can block it. So if you block it,
Okay.
your operational postings will be not triggered to the particular customer.
Okay.
And you can tell them we are going to create new one. For this is you have to create some TR or something, and you have to be informed to the users before and after one. This will be a type of customization. Customization TR you have to create. No, not customization TR. You have to create some
Hmm.
CR change request, and you have to explain to your users. So this is we are going to do, and we are not going to continue with the old one. We are going to continue with the new one. So in such cases, you can block it.
Okay.
And even you have an option called deletion also that particular customer in the system.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you, Lakshmi.
Yeah. Any doubts?
Yeah, Lakshmi, I have a doubt. When we are assigning the field status variant to the particular company code or the credit control area as well, credit control limit, so sometimes we'll get the screen is locked because some other user is also using the same screen.
Go to the
So that
SM12
time, even
and
you got the same,
yes, basically the same
SM12, yes,
system
exactly.
uh,
SM12 and
may be
will be like
utilizing
that.
the
Yeah.
same. Basically in SAP, what is the functionality? No, it's a good functionality where you have to be go through. If you
Mhm.
Lokesh is open the same screen, which you maintain the physical year variant or defined credit control area, the
Mhm.
same time, if you have the same system accesses, in the real time also same thing it will happen.
Correct.
System
So
will
my
not allow other person to log in with the same
true.
transaction code.
So
Okay. For that
my
purpose, what you have to do,
yeah
you go to
yeah
the SM12 transaction code and enter the who's locked that user ID and kill that, delete that entries which they are now logging in. Automatically, their login will be automatically it
correct
will go off.
correct that
They'll kick out. We got it, my point?
yeah correct that I understood, but the thing is, yeah, I got it, that I understood, but if I do that in real time, so that will affect their
Real time
transactions
also it
or
will
their
not affect
work,
anything. It will not affect
or
anything.
how
If
it
you
is
know
going
the
to work.
user, you just ping him and tell, I'm going to use this transaction code. Can you please come
Uh-huh.
out? You can ping him like that and they'll come out. Okay. Otherwise, you can do SM12 and
Yes, yes,
delete
yes,
that.
yes.
It will not impact on anything, but unless until it is a program.
Okay, okay.
It's unless until it's a
Yes, yes.
program
Okay.
queue and you are trying to delete
Mhm.
that, system will tell you we are in
Mhm.
progress with the some program. You
Okay,
cannot
okay,
delete.
okay.
That is also will say that.
Oh,
So
okay,
I was saying that
okay. Thank you.
initially also the system is in a user friendly. When the program or something other person is running, you are going to use the same program or same transaction code. System always say that either the other person is open with the other person details also will show the user ID, or either if you are trying to kill that the program or something through SM12 transaction code, system will tell you that it will take time or it is up and running something an upgradation or some program is running. You cannot
Mhm.
delete like that type of things. It will be show that basically this is activity where it will activated by basis.
Mhm.
They'll put some pros and cons for this protocol.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Any other doubts?